I want you to listen to the story he tells while describing this rocket launch.
And this one went up and the top half of the rocket disappeared. And if you look at this, it goes off. There's a bunch of smoke blown out of the ground. And then this thing is going up and this little flame is lifting up this, 100 tons of weight, right? Where's the thrust? But this one, when it went up, there was a little glitch and all of a sudden you'll see the top half of the rocket will disappear. Okay. And after we saw this, I think it was after we saw this one, we were looking at some, I think, Google Earth pictures of NASA's, launch pad. And we found these weird spotlights and we zoomed in on them and we were able to get it was either a name or a serial number or something. And we Googled it and we found out it's from a holographic projection company.
Let's see what really happened. Now, I don't want to get into this whole Google Earth zooming capabilities or holograms in bright daylight at that height and speed. So I just cut to the problem with the whole scenario. First, it's a freaking Russian Proton rocket, and it wasn't launched at NASA. It was launched in Kazakhstan, which is at the Russian border. So this crazy cooked-up story about NASA and their holograms is just plain BS. Now let's watch this one and listen to another fun story. And pay attention to the mention of an uninterrupted feed that he said twice. This is the entire clip that they showed.
An interesting rocket launch was the amateur Go Fast rocket. They gave us something that NASA and SpaceX never gives us, an uninterrupted feed from their camera. If you watch a NASA launch or a SpaceX launch, there's 4, 5, 6 cuts before it even clears the launch pad. Gave us an uninterrupted 72 miles, I think. Went up, and all of a sudden it went kerplunk. It hit something.
It went up, and it appears to have hit the firmament.
So this is where they stopped the video. Now, if it hit some solid firmament, why didn't it shatter? Why don't they show it bouncing off of it and tumbling back down? Well, let me show you why. Now, as much as they'd like you to believe it, the rocket didn't stop. It's still in motion. You just can't tell it at that distance from the Earth. It carries on, it loses the stage, and keeps on keeping on until it reaches its apogee and then turns and falls back to Earth. It reached 73.1 miles, which broke a record for an amateur rocket. And it's a pretty cheap shot for this clown to use it as his source of proof for a flat Earth.